Hello viewer, if you're watching this you're probably wondering what the hell this is about and how would I go about rating these delicious smelly pits. Two things first, this is based on my personal preferences, it's totally and utterly subjective according to my taste in armpits. Secondly, how am I gonna rate them? Based on what we know about the characters, the art of the series, and science, I can deduct just what they would be like. Let's find out which Fate Stay Night heroine has the best armpits, according to my taste. First off is the appearance of the armpits, a very vital part of the scoring. First place for this category is Saber, an easy pick, for me at least. You see, I have a little muscle fetish. Like I want to lick, grab, and touch. Rip the skin from my face across some shredded abs, but yeah, you probably get it. Saber has a pretty toned body overall, with upper body strength, from being a knight, a task that requires sword wielding and wearing heavy armor for hours on end. All that strength, built up muscle that complements her delicious, smelly, toned armpits lands her in the #1 spot. For second place, we have Sakura. She is of course in the archery club, and if you didn't know, archery works out the rhomboids, deltoids, and rotator cuff muscle group, and a bunch of other things I found in a Google search that I can't pronounce. With this, it's easy to see why she places second in this category. Then we have Rin, who isn't exactly working her upper body, but she keeps slim and with a nice figure. Definitely not bad. And if she were to go up against anyone else that was any other normal girl, she would easily be top tier, but this isn't just a tier list of anyone. Sadly, she earns last place. For category 2, we have smell. Natural smell, of course. Let's compare the diets of each of the characters, and let's find out who has the best smelling armpits according to my taste, which is clean as I'm not good with very strong smelling smells. Sakura and Rin both eat your usual Japanese meals for the most part, with Sakura eating slightly more than Rin does, and Rin's confirmed to be a coffee drinker, based on a few lines of dialogue in the visual novel. And in my personal opinion, the sweat of coffee drinkers isn't exactly the best. It isn't bad though. On the same level as slight overeating, so I'm giving both Rin and Sakura second place for this category. And for last place is Saber, sadly. If you were to see what sort of food would be eaten for someone of her class in her time, it'd be extremely obvious why someone like her would get a low score here. High amounts of exotic spices, proteins, and lots of wheat. All of this would lead to having a stronger smell than someone eating the average meals in Japan during the early 2000s. Now, on to the last category. Taste for me is the opposite of smell. The more vile and pungent the taste is, the deeper I go in. The more I want her to wring her clothes into a cup for my consumption. So this category is basically the last one but flipped. This puts Saber in first place and Rin and Sakura sharing second place. So, tallying up the scores, we can see that Saber is in first place with 4 points. Not bad at all. Sakura has 3 points, also not bad. Lastly, Rin with last place. Only 2 points. Sad. So anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you'll join me in the next video where I go for which Fate heroine I would harass for feet pictures over Omegle. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Yeah.